Hey guys, what's up? JT Cosplay here, and today we are going to be making Natsu Dragneel's cosplay. Now, I have no one to kind of be in it to show it off, sadly, but maybe I can get a picture of someone in it for anything. I don't know. This is kind of a dumb intro, but before we get fully started, this is just a little extra piece that I have laying around that after cutting it. But basically, in the beginning, I say we use magnets. We do not use magnets. I also say it in the later on the video, but instead I decided to change out the magnets with Velcro because Velcro is easier. You can easily adjust it if you need to, and it's like not one spot. With magnets, it would be you wouldn't be able to get it like it would be like immediate. You won't be able to like, oh, I need it loose, loosen it, tighten it, all that stuff. So that's why I kind of swapped it over to Velcro, and Velcro was a lot easier instead of magnets. So, and in the description will be wigs, the Natsu scarf, and his weird right armband. I don't know what it would be. All of that stuff will be in the description. And I'm going to be saying this later on, I believe. I don't remember. Been a while. Costume took a while to make, but basically, what I'm going to be doing is that a lot of times you see me, I do get a stand that I'm not using right now for some reason because I'm a moron. But I'm going to probably say this later. I'm not going to be making wigs. I'm not going to be doing the armband, the scarf, and all that good stuff. And I also don't do the shoes. And his shoes are like sandals, a lot like sandals. But the actual version, the actual version. I'll probably screw that up too. I'm not gonna fix that. Editor, don't fix that, alright? Alright, cool. Yeah, editor's back. Hi, editor. Say hi. Oh yeah, I forgot you mute yourself because you're a web. Screw you too. But basically, yeah, editor's back. So, you got better, right? Yeah. He's been back for a while. He's been back ever since I started doing cosplay. Because I kind of dropped, he kind of stopped for a little bit, and now he's back. So, basically, and like I'm doing something new, and it's going to be a new series, and it's called Series Cosplay. Yeah, the series is called Series Cosplay. And the Series Cosplay goes with movies, anime, TV shows, like in this example, Fairy Tail. I'm going to be doing a couple characters from the series of Fairy Tail, and when I do a series cosplay, I'll say, hey, this is a series cosplay, or it gets its own thing, and I'll be doing no more than 2 series cosplays. So if there's only 2, that's it, or unless I figure out what else I want to make, or if it's a 3 or more, then I figured out a bunch of stuff I want to make. But if you want to see tell me what next series you want me to make after the Fairy Tail beautiful stuff is over. Leave your thing in the description saying, hey, do this series, and maybe I'll do it. But like I said in the beginning, I don't use magnets. I use Velcro, and there's a couple things I forget to list, like glue. I forgot to list glue because I'm dumb. But yeah, let's get on with the video. So, what you're going to need for this video, you're going to need about 4-5 yards of white fabric. 3 to 4 yards of black fabric. 2 to 3 yards, maybe 4 yards of orange fabric. Sewing pins, fabric marker, obviously. You will need a brown elastic band. I'll get to why in a minute. And you will also need magnets. I'm using one of these magnet strips, and so it'll be easy to cut and all that stuff. You're gonna need light gray, but I wasn't able to find any light gray, so I got white foam, and I'm just gonna paint it gray. But you need a light gray foam. I got 3 sheets. I think I got 4 sheets, which that's perfect. So, yeah, let's get on with this. Forgot to mention, you also need some sewing scissors and a sewing machine. Alright, so what you're going to need to do, what I did was, you don't have to do it if you have a shirt pattern, you throw the shirt pattern on there and all that stuff. But what you're going to need to do, if you don't have a shirt pattern, get an old tank top or a tank top that you don't like, or a tank top that you have and you're wanting to, and you don't want anymore, or just go to the store and buy a tank top that fits you. And you need to have a tank top. So basically, you take your black fabric and you cut a wrap. And I'm doing the back side first. You're going to also need to do the same with the front side, which I have cut out already right here, ready to go. And basically, what I did, I pinned down the tank top to the fabric, and I'm going to cut around all of this. So where you're going to need to fold the fabric. You're going to need to fold it. Hopefully you can see this. But you're going to need to fold the fabric, then pin it down, all that stuff. And then you're going to want to cut it out, because this is going to be the back of the cosplay. So yeah, let's get started. Once you're done with that, you can take the tank top or your pattern off, and you can see I cut out 2 pieces at the same time. That's the best thing you should do that. Like, I highly suggest it. And then what you need to do is go to your sewing machine and sew right down this way, and that you would have your back of your thing done. So let's go do that real quick. Now, I'm going to be telling this while I'm pinning the top part down. So what you're going to need to do for the top, you're going to need to do exactly the same thing what you did with the bottom. And what I mean by that is have the 2 sides on top and bottom. I'm going to be sewing them at different times. And I'm just telling you this. I didn't even start the bottom part or the back part of this, the costume yet. But what you're going to need to do really is you're going to need to, like I said, take 2 sheets of fabric, take your fabric, fold it on top of each other, and once you do that, you're going to need to put your stuff on. You're going to need to put your tank top that you tore apart, or your pattern that you have, depending on which one you have. Like, I don't have a pattern, but I do have a tank top that I bought from Walmart. I just bought a cheap one that I knew that fit, because I'm not looking for anything special, because I don't own a shirt pattern. So basically, what you're going to need to do is you're going to pin your front part down, and you're not going to sew the front part together. You're going to be sewing them to the back part of the shirt, but you will not be sewing the front part. So make sure you know what side is left and what side is right, and put some, like a thing I would do, is you can get some tape it on there. You can use a fabric marker, then use a fabric begone thing on it, or mark begone, and all that stuff on that. So yeah, I'm going to finish pinning this down, and then I will cut it out, and then we'll start sewing. Yay. Alright, so I just finished cutting the shirt part of it. Now, I would highly suggest you keep the tank top because you are going to need it again. A tracing again, yes. But I just cut it out. And now basically, this is going to be the front side. And it's going to be like this. And you will be cutting some more up in the middle area. So it will be more open. Because if you look in the picture, if you look up any picture of Natsu Dragneel, in one of his costumes, it's open. It's like an open chest and tank top kind of thing. It's like a vest. And we'll be making that one. So I probably already said that at the beginning of the video, but so you may have to cut it a little bit right here, a tad bit. I might cut it just a tad bit right there, just so it'll be more open. And so that leaves room because this is going to be the stuff that goes right here. So it should be something like this. When it's finally done and where it's open a bit like that. It'll look something similar to this. But right now it's going to be more, right now it's more like this, and that's, I don't know how to do zippers. So that's why we're not doing that the way that people think. Oh shit. Alright. Sorry, I'm gonna have to yell a bit so you guys can hear me properly, because I can't be as close as I would like to. So yeah. So I got the front side cut out. Basically what you're gonna be doing, as you can see, this part is the neck area right here. I'm gonna be sewing it like if I was gonna be a t-shirt, where it would be this part and then this part connects to the back parts, which I'll be sewing all of them, and I'll be sewing all together. I'll be sewing at once. I may be cutting it a bit. I may be cutting it so you won't be seeing me swap it, but I will be sewing it. But yeah, I'm gonna be sewing this to the back. I will not be sewing the two pieces together to make like a t-shirt, because it's gonna be more of a vest. And you will be I most likely, as soon as I get it all sewn together, I most likely will be cutting it a bit more. So it will be more about here, and it'll be revealing revealing right here of your upper body. And the reason for that is if you've ever seen Fairy Tail, or if you ever seen pictures of Natsu Dragneel, which if you haven't seen it, I have a picture of him on my Instagram, shameless plug, where basically I'm saying, hey, there's the next 2 months of cosplay videos, shameless plug. The Instagram will be in the description below. But basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using the orange thing as this, so it'll be like around the arms and here, and so it'll be like a big thing, and the orange will be right there. So it'll be more like something more like this kind of, but longer. And this is just the vest part about it. We haven't even got to the lower body and the belt. The belt I will be showing you how to do in just a couple minutes, because I'll be doing the belt last, I believe. Maybe, I don't know. First time doing this, so. Alright. So like I said, I'm going to be sewing it all together at once. So, yeah, let's get sewing. Back just a bit. Alright, so hopefully you can see this. Let me double check. But you can. Alright, so I was about to start sewing the two pieces together. I was pinning them together to start sewing the back, and I was going to start sewing the front to the back. When I finish this, I'll tell you how I'm going to do all that stuff. But then I realized I need the parts that are going to be like, parts that are going to be right here, part of the shirt. Like I got the exact same shirt I just finished cutting the fabric off of. So I'm using the exact same thing. And basically it's going to be going right here. Hopefully you can see that. You should be able to though. And I'm going to be cutting it right here. Be cutting the exact shape. I'm going to be cutting it about 2 inches. Measure it if you have to. Like, maybe 2.5. I would say an inch or 2.5. I would say 2 inches should be fine though. So measure it exactly so you're not screwing up. And yeah, I'm going to cut this off real quick. And I'm going to cut this off real quick, and then I'll be back, and I'll be telling you all the stuff I'm doing. But what you should do with the orange fabric, you should do the exact same thing that you did the black fabric with. What I mean by that is layering it, like fold it where half of it is on top of, where it's like completely half of it's on top of the other, so you don't have to cut. You don't have to cut one then cut another one exactly the same. It's just going to make things a lot more easier for you, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you guys. But yeah, let's get cutting. Hey guys, so basically, I just finished sewing this. Now, the thing is, I was recording and I didn't have my phone plugged in. So when I was recording, my phone died. So I wasn't able to record, I don't think I was able to record me recording on, doing the sleeves or folding it right here so it looks nicer when you turn it inside out. But the vest part is finished. I also cutted it already. I have the 2 black strips right here. Cut it, and basically I just found, like, because I noticed like it was good and then it started curving to a certain point, so I took that point and I just cut it from there. So and what you do, you fold it and you take your scissors and then cut it so it'd be more straight. That's how I did that. So I basically just found the closest place where it would just be a straight line. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see in this lighting. I'm going to see if I can get a better lighting for this. I don't know if you can see this. But you can see, like, right here, you got the back, and you got this part is where I cut. And you can see it's actually pretty straight for the most part. I got as straight as I could, but There's some edges over there, but I'm going to be covering it up with, yeah, my camera also died when this was another thing I was doing while my camera died. So basically this is going to be the thing that goes right here. And I accidentally made mine too long, but that'll be fine. I can just cut off all the extra. So basically, I'm going to be sewing it right. Hopefully I can sew it together right here. And then have it go down so you still have a bit left over like that. Something like that. I'm hoping that's how it goes. But I also, luckily but also not luckily, when my camera died, I did mess up on the vest a lot. So you guys didn't see me screw up, even though I'm saying it to you. I could have said, oh yeah, I did it perfectly my first try. But yeah, the vest fits perfectly. If I can get it on. Alright, see, the vest fits perfectly. It's because I have a shirt on under this. I think that's why it's pulling this. But this is supposed to be like that. And right here are going to be orange strips. So, yeah. Yeah, and I also realized that these aren't perfectly straight. Like there's sometimes that they go too far this way or not enough this way, not enough this way. So, and that's fine. I think it's fine. If you don't like it, you can take it apart and fix it. This was just a pain enough to go through, but I think it looks really, really cool. Or really, really good. And now I'm just adding on these pieces, which are going to be something like this. I'm going to be cutting off right here and sewing it right there. So it blends in a little bit. It'll be something like that, but on both sides. And then you'll have the vest done, and then we can move on to the pants. But before I sew that together, I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing with it. So I've been trying to figure out how to do the pants, and the best thing that I decided to do was take my cosplay, my Natsu cosplay pants that I have with another costume, and I might be taking it apart and then using that as a pattern, or I might just fold it and trace it. That's the best I could think of because they're like parachute pants. I don't know what to do. But I think what you could do if you wanted to is get sweatpants that are a little too big, like just a tad bit too big, and use those as the pattern. That's what you could do. But I'm using this because I don't know what else to do. So I'm gonna be using this as a pattern. When you're cutting it, once you finish cutting out, you want to do the exact same thing that you did with the shirts. But also, what you're also going to need to do is also double fold it. So where they'll be connected, but there will also be two of them, so you won't have to redo it. But, yeah. I'm going to start this bullcrap. Let's go. So I decided to go with the sweatpants idea, mostly because a lot of people won't have the Natsu pants, and I want to make it where everyone will be able to do it, even with the limited stuff they have, because not everyone's going to have the exact same kind of Natsu pants, but you can easily go to a Walmart, buy some sweatpants that are a little too big or fit you just right, doesn't matter. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using these old sweatpants. I'm going to be turning it into a pattern. That's how I'm going to be making it. So let's get started. Before I start cutting, I want to just say that what I'm going to be doing, crap. So I'm using, trying something new out. So I'm seeing if this will make my videos less shaky, but I don't think it will. But basically, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger on the sides to kind of make it look like the more correct version of my actual cosplay pants I just threw. But I'm also going, I also folded it over twice. Like, not twice, so it'll be like 4 times over. The reason I did this, like, you don't have to do what I did, but the reason I did is because my fabric is a lot thinner fabric. Like, you can easily see through it, like, you can easily... Well, it's not showing up on camera. Right now, actually, it is. You can see that. We don't want that. But if I layer it over by 2, you won't see that. So that's what basically... what I'm going to have to do. So I am trying something new. I'll probably say it in the full introduction thing. I am trying something new right now because I just got the stand. It's actually kind of helping my video be less shaky when I don't have it standing. So yeah, I just wanted to say that so you guys knew. So yeah, I'm going to set the stand up and we're going to get started. For this next step, you're going to need to get an white elastic band that you can easily fit around your waist. But when you do so, it should be tight. It shouldn't be loose. Because if it's not tight enough, it will fall. Your pants will fall off, basically. But if it's not, if it's too tight, that's gonna leave a mark. You don't want that. So that's why you need to make it where it's just right, and we're fitting it around your body waist, so it'll be more able to fit people. It'll be able to fit you, and maybe someone you're letting borrow the costume. But what we're gonna have to do is you have to take your pants that we just finished sewing. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to pin it around the entire thing. To where, you're going to have to stretch the band out just to do this. But you got to pin it where you stretch it around the entire thing and then sew it. But sew it in a way where you can... Hold on, let me show it. Let me see if I can get it in a good position. Show it in a way where, like, the top part is, like, right here. Right there. The top part is, like, halfway on it. And then you fold it like this. Can't see that, but... Sorry. It kind of looks like this. I can't really see it because of the white band. That's better. But how the top part's up over a little bit, and then you'll have to fold it again and sew it for the final time like that, so it'll be nice and smooth looking on the inside and outside. But when it's like when it's like all right side out, then that's the one that really counts. But you're still gonna want to do it that way, so it's a lot more comfortable. So yeah, I'm going to pin it down, and I'm going to take it to the sewing machine, and we're going to get stuff. I just finished the thing. As you can see, it works amazingly. Thankfully, not hopefully. But so basically, what I did next, where you can cut depending on your fabric, you may have to fold it. Some people, so not all people will have to fold it. But I chose to fold it because it'll look a little bit nicer. But you will find a link. I'm gonna move my camera down so you get a better link. So basically from here, about here you need about here, like close to half of your shin. You're gonna want to cut it off there. That's what you're gonna want it. That's where you're gonna want to have it be cut off. Mostly because he does have a good portion of his leg showing. I think it's like half of his shin is showing. So that's why you want to go to like at least half of your shin, maybe a little bit up more, depending on your leg length and all that stuff. So it all depends on that. And once you get that done, you are gonna want to cut 2 black fabrics the exact same size and length. And what you're going to be this is going to be the black part of it. And we're going to be not sewing it fully on. And we're also going to be, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need like a small, I don't know how big hole it was. I have to look, but you're going to have to cut like a small little triangle somewhere. I will show you as soon as I figure it out myself. And then once you get that done, that's right there. So once you get that done, once you get that done, and we're going to be putting the black fabric around. Sorry. So it should kind of look something like this, and the black fabric's going to be wrapping around your leg, and that's basically all we're going to be doing for the pants. And as soon as we get done with the pants, we can move on to his weird skirt thing, whatever the heck that is, and his belt. And then as soon as we get that, we'll be done. Yeah, let's get this started. I know the camera angle looks weird, just stay with me. I know it's weird, but off camera I made these look more flat. I kind of screwed up on a part, but yeah, I'll fix it later maybe. And then basically you want to make it more flat, and you want to cut it like this, so it has like a little slash mark. And basically you're going to pin the corners together. You're not going to sew them together, but you're just going to pin them together so so it'll be easier. So you'll be sewing them on just like you did the sleeve on the bottom of the pants. And what you do is like you take like how you got the inside right here. These need to be facing outwards. So this needs to be facing inwards, outwards, and let me give you a better example. Like so, you got the inside, the other legs up. You got the inside flat, outside like this. It'll be a lot longer. Obviously, it'll be something like this, and it's supposed to be a lot longer. You're supposed to tie it together. You're supposed to tie it together and kind of make it look more like a knot. So that's what that's the kind of look you're going for. So I did all this off camera because my phone started being a piece of crap, so I wasn't gonna and I lost most of the video. So yeah, let's get started. Sewing. Let's get started sewing, I guess. So I did probably the most stupid thing in this entire video. Most of the time, my camera just died. A lot of that will happen. In a lot of this video. But this time, it wasn't my phone. It was 100% me. I 100% forgot to record. I didn't have my thing set up. I had my phone on the charger over on my bed, and I just started going. And I look up, thinking I was recording. In my head, I thought I was recording. I don't see my phone. Not even the stand wasn't there either. So I look over on my bed, and then I remember, oh yeah, my phone's been plugged in the entire time. So basically, off camera, I got this all done. 100% all done. As you can see, I decided not to cut a hole in it, and because like you could tie it and it still look like it'll be fine. And now you don't have to make it as thick as I did. You can make it a lot skinnier if you wanted to. You don't have to make it this thick. I just chose to. But yeah, I got the pants 100% done. Now it's on to like his weird, I don't know the exact name of it, but his weird skirt thing that's not connected to his vest, and black and yellow, orange, whatever the color is, depending on the season or movie. So basically, also off camera for some reason, because I'm a moron, I cut out all the stuff I needed. Once again, me being stupid, thinking I was recording when I wasn't. This time, put my phone up on the stand, and I just never hit record. I wasn't even in my camera, I just put it, and then I got it back down, I look up, I go up to see the video to make sure everything's going good, and there's no video. So basically, I'm gonna go do a straight rundown on what you'll be doing next on this part. So basically, you're going to need your black fabric, and I'm also going to be standing up, so I might talk louder. You need your black fabric, and once you have it cut out, I'm basically showing you what you need to do before you cut it. You're going to need to wrap it around your waist, like this. So it kind of looks like a skirt, a lot like a skirt. That's what you're going to need. And then once you get it to how you need it, because it needs to be more straight, like that. It's just how I'm holding it, making it look like it's open a lot. But you're going to need to make it like completely straight. We'll be making that change later. And then you're going to need to cut your orange fabric the exact size you need it, so it will wrap around your waist. And you won't need to do anything else. But you also need, you need another type of fabric that will go down it. I don't think this is the right one, but it's not. I don't know what. I think this is. Yeah, I think this. That will also go down it, the exact size of it. And then we're basically just going to do what we did with the thing. We're going to fold it to make it look on the outside look nicer. We're just going to fold the inside kind of like that. Same thing that we did on the vest. And then as soon as we get that part done, all we have to do is the belt, and we'll be completely done. And before I just thought of this. That's why I decided I'm gonna make a thing in the intro video right before the video full on starts, and I decided not to use magnets. I decided not to use it, and instead I decided to use Velcro, because I think Velcro would work a lot better than magnets, and you can easily buy Velcro at Walmart, and you can cut it to the size you need, and if like legit you can just, and if you just get it normally how it normally is, take one sticker off, put it on the side, take the other stick off, put it on the side, and it will immediately stick. And if you need to, just in case, you can sew them on, but the stickiness should work. If it doesn't, like I said, sew it. We'll also be using this for the belt. We will be cutting one in half for the, maybe, I don't know. I'm still kind of thinking about how I'm going to be doing the vest, or the belt. Already did the vest. But basically, that's how you're going to be doing all this stuff. Yeah, but basically, that's how you're going to be doing this. So no magnets. Like I said, I'm going to be saying something in the beginning saying you will not need the magnets. So yeah, I'm going to pin this up, and I'm going to start sewing. And this time, I'm going to record it. I promise. Let's do this thing. So after a little bit, before I started sewing, I looked at the picture I was looking at to make sure I'm doing everything correct. And I do realize when it comes to his, there is like a thing. I'll show you better because I already cut it out. So I'll show you how I did it. So once you have it cut, and yes, this thing goes like this for a reason, on purpose, obviously. But once you have it cut, you're also going to need it to be like this, how I have it right here. even when you try and get it straight, because he does have a lot of it showing, and that'd be more on the side. So it is supposed to be like that in this. So if you do have it like that, I would suggest you do cut a hole in where you're showing the leg. Or at least, yeah, where you're showing the leg. And once, so, I don't think you can see it because of my jeans, but I did that so you can. So basically, you do want it to be kind of curved a bit, so it will look more like the cosplay, or his actual costume. So that's all I wanted to get out of the way before I actually started sewing, because I didn't want to sew it, then have to deflate everything just so I can fix it, because that would take forever. So yeah, now I'm going to finally get on to sewing, and let's get this started. excuse me. Sorry. So, what you're gonna do next is you're gonna take your light gray thing. I have to use white because they didn't have light gray where I bought my stuff at for some reason. Where they had it, they were just all out. So, and I'm doing this hopefully in a week span. So I'm just gonna be painting mine, but I would highly suggest you get a light gray, not white, because if you get white, you're gonna have to paint it gray or silver, one of the two. But other than that, as you can see on mine, I put several different ovals on it to try and figure out how I exactly want his belt buckle to be, because it's like a weird, if you look at it correctly, it's an oval and there's like another smaller oval in it. So I was trying to figure out the exact size, and then I found a picture that kind of shows what someone else did and kind of what it would look like up close. You can kind of see it, but so I'm going to be basing my thing off that one, kind of. That one, and also the real picture, an actual picture of Natsu. So, and if you look at this one, it's kind of like a circle, right? Yeah, it's a circle mixed with inside another circle. But a lot of them, some of them are ovals, some of them are circles. It's kind of weird, but I'm just gonna roll with it. And I know in the new season, he has that armband on his left arm, and he also has like a white or orange belt kind of surrounding him. But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna be doing the like first couple seasons natural look of just his vest and all that stuff. Sorry. Whew. So basically, I drew several ovals to figure out which one I like the best. I think I like this one the best, so I'll make a smaller one inside of it, because you can't really see that. All you see is a yellow blur. I'll move it up closer. You kind of. So I think I like either this one or this one the best. So I'm going to be cutting it out, and then you also want to be cut out the other ones. You should have four or three. And you should also be cutting them out. I think 3 is actually be enough. But you should also be cutting them out at the same time, and then you go from there. So I'm not going to be showing the cutting thing on there because I'm already have to have editor do a bunch of editing already, and he's already mad at me about that. Yeah. So I'm going to cut it, and I'll be right back. So I just finished cutting, and once you're done with that, you're also going to need to cut one, again, it's starting to rain. I don't know if that's picking up on the camera, that's funny. But you're also going to have to cut another one the exact same size, just in case if you mess up on this one, because you're also going to have a second one on it. That is close to the exact same size, but you're only going to need 1 or 2 of them, because your main one is going to be... Is that picking up? Oh, that probably is, so I'm going to have to talk louder. I think it's getting over me. I apologize. But I did not know it was going to rain today. But basically, these 2 are the main one you're going to be using. You're going to need 2. And this one I'm using as a source. That's why I drew on it all over it, so I know, like, hey, this is how I want it. And once you get that done, you're basically just gonna wanna so you put the main 2 aside, and you can do what I did about how you drew circles on it. I would suggest using a highlighter or marker, something without a sharp point, because if it is, it's gonna indent the foam. And if you have like a small one and this one kind of like, it's gonna indent it, and it's also gonna indent the other ones. And we don't want that. So, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be using this as a pattern. I'm probably going to be cutting not this one or this one, but around them. And then I'm going to be also using the rest of this and hooking it on there and then cutting a new one out. So let's get started. So I'm gonna be using the one that has marker on it, so I knew how big I wanted it. As the example on the clear one. So basically, what I'm gonna be doing, or what's gonna look like, is you're gonna have the small one on top of the big one, kind of like this. You can see it a lot better because of the red. Then you just want to attach it. And if you want to, you can go with 2. But do no more than 2. Yeah, there we go. I don't know, I'm back. Once you got it attached, like I think 2 looks good. Like I said, no more than 2. The reason you needed 3 foam is so you have like the practice and you have the real set. It's always good. Do that. So once you get this done and you get how you want it, you're just gonna get some glue it together. It's that simple. So I'm gonna have to paint mine, which I will. Once I'm gonna glue it, then paint it because that's gonna make it easier. It's still raining. Gosh, I thought it stopped. So I'm gonna get this done, and then when I put that band, give me 1 second. So once we have this done, we're gonna glue one band to the other side, one side. We're going to use the Velcro on the other side, so it'll be Velcroed on and off. So what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to cut this. Like, I already cut it. This is one I first cut for the last part I did before we got here. You're going to have to cut it to how you want it, which basically an easy way to do it is take your brown elastic band, put it on the edge, and cut around it, and how far you want. Make sure before you do that, make sure you know how far you want it. I want it like up to where you got that. I don't think it's coming up on camera, but there's a little thing right here, and that's how far I'm gonna have it. So you need to measure it out first before you even think about putting it on, because if you put it on without measuring it, it's gonna screw up everything. So yeah, like I said, measure before you do it. I'm gonna get this out of the way, then we'll be done. So, another ankle position. There's a lot of these in this episode. But, like I said, I would do. I did all this stuff off camera. Got it all glued. I got this thing. Now, what you're gonna have to do, probably, depending on what stuff you get, what type of Velcro you get, you're probably going to have to glue this on, make sure it stays. But other than that, I got it done. I have the Velcro on the other side, so all I have to do is just attach it. But yeah, the belt's done, and that's it. Let's go see how it turns out. So I threw a tank top on real quick, and all in all, I think it looks really, really cool. It looks really, really good. Especially because I'm new at, I never made his costume before. I kind of just went all out on my very first, this is my very first try. So yeah, all in all, I think I did really good. Off camera, I added orange right here and to the back of the neck, because I didn't do that earlier, so I did off camera. And like I said, not like I said, but on this you will have to do it all around orange, kind of like this. But the pants were also a first time. I had never made pants before. And I think it came out really, really good. Let me kind of lean my camera down a bit. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Is it a really good first try, or is it a pretty bad one? I think I did a really good job. It looks really, really cool. Or it looks really, really good. And it's nothing too flashy, nothing too good, nothing too bad. But yeah, there we go. Camera back up. Stand. And that's going to be in the video. I'm going to end it off in this. And yes, I did throw it on a tank top just so I can do this. But other than that, hope you all enjoyed the video. If you all enjoyed, please slap the like button. And if you would like to see more fairy tale cosplays, link in the description. Who's your favorite fairy tale character? And I might be doing it in the next video. So, I'll see you soon. Bye!